Hello there guys and gals, the Welsh Hunter here back with yet another Indiana Jones of the Great Circle achievement guide. On this one we are going to be getting all three and completing all three fieldwork missions in Ebenezer Scrooge I meant. Anyway, so first of all, the first one we will be able to do more or less effectively straight away. So once we get into Egypt, we get into Gizeh, we'll have a long conversation with Dame Noel once we get into the blue tent. And then, when we are able to make a move, we can go ahead and speak to Gina right here. Again, cutscene's going to be happening, but after we do this, so this is basically for the 4 radio frequencies. But after we escape the tent or get out of the tent, this is where the first fieldwork mission will begin. Now, in terms of doing this, it's better to do this fieldwork, this first bit of fieldwork now, because we'll be able to get a new Digsite uniform, which will prevent us from being spotted by a lot of the Nazis. So, Sanctuary of the Guardians, we're going to be doing this one straight away. This does take roughly about 20 to 25 minutes or so, purely because there's a lot of sort of running, walking back and forth. But what we're going to do then, so after we escape the tent, or get out of the tent, this is the sort of main workers area. What we're going to do, you can actually head into this tent here. There's a couple of goodies that we can pick up if you want. Lots of things. Otherwise, if you're going for the specific field work, we're going to head for the big stone statue. Just right there. So what we're going to do, again, obviously we're in some Indiana Jones costumes, so we're going to have to do a little bit of stealthy, sneaky bags about. So first of all, sneaky stealth your way out of the gate. Be aware that on the right hand side of the path here, there are a couple of guards that will be patrolling with a dog. So we're going to give him a bit of a wide berth here. We'll just snip it to the left hand side here, give him a little bit of a wide berth, as it were. And once you are certain that they are the other side, we can continue, sort of try and get back onto the main path. But again, be aware that there will be a couple... Man, my English, not so good today, yeah. There will be a couple of enemies that may spot you. There is one to the right that will spot us, and one to the left. If that is the case, just head down this little sort of alleyway next to the Great Sphinx here, where you can take a picture if you want. The Dream Steel. The Dream Telly. Again, there is another enemy here, so we'll just wait for him to nip off, and then once he does nip back up the steps, we will take an immediate left. Yeah, I thought I could take a picture of the Great Sphinx, but I couldn't. So again, taking another immediate left, you can see like this little tower type thing right here. So we're just going to climb our way up. There is a couple of enemies behind us, so try and get up as quick as you can. And again, once we are here, you can take a picture in the background of the Gizeh village, Ebenezer Scrooge, which we'll do, and then you can have a little look inside here if you want to. Grab 10 Egyptian buccarinis and some bread there if you want it as well. Otherwise, we can just simply zip line our way straight down. So we're going to be coming up to the first costume first of all, in just a little bit. So they're fine, they shouldn't be able to spot you, so what we can do is just continue to stay on this path and then head around. Again, there are going to be a whole bunch of enemies. So, of course, we're going to be sneaky, stealthy, because they will follow you into the hole where we need to go, so, let's try and avoid that. So, there's the first, excuse me, there's the first 2. They're just having a little conversation. Get back to work, knuckleheads. But we're just going to, again, somehow, even though he's talking to his mate, his peripheral vision is about as good as a blind man's one. So, we can jump up. He will say who made that sound, but you can see the hole directly down. So we can just jump straight down. And from here, we are pretty much safe for the time being. So there's a bandage here. There is also a card on the barrel, which we can pick up as well while we're on our travels. Fortune, the Quinton Fortune card there. And then if we head to the opposite way, you're going to see Gina, who's going to pop out from a barrel. More importantly than that, though, as my English gets even better through this video, there's a journal page on the right. More importantly than that, on the left, there it is, the Digsite outfit. Ooh-ah. That is what we need. That is what we want. And we are going to put our disguise on straight away so that a lot of the Nazis in these sort of workers' areas can't recognize us, which always comes in handy. Even though we've got the exact same face, we haven't changed our face. We've just put a worker's outfit on. But they're like, oh yeah, that guy looks, oh yeah, that American looks totally Arabian, sorry. Right, so once we have the outfit on, now again, nobody will find you here or see you here, again, except, just like the ones in the Vatican, except the captains. The captains still can see through your disguise, so it is obviously better to try and avoid the captains as much as you can. And in Nazi-patrolled areas, you still can't get through there. There's a couple of big Nazi-patrolled areas, like dig sites and other things like that. But we will be getting the Wehrmacht uniform after a bit of the story. So for now, all we could do then is just continue on with this. Just go ahead and follow the waypoint. And here we are then at the, well, it's basically the Nazi Chill Center. It's a Nazi cinema. There is a captain patrolling this area, and he will be able to spot us. So, again, just be careful. You can take a picture of it for some adventure points just on the outside here, if you are wanting some adventure points, which, of course, always worth doing as much as we can so we can upgrade Indy. Imagine doing that to Indy in the films. Oh, Indy, you suck. You completely suck in the films, dude. Until you collect some adventure books, and then you're absolutely fantastic. Right, so we'll just wait for Capitano to nip off Arano, and then opposite from where we are, we will head straight inside into this little building, or this little tent. Again, you can take a picture here for some more adventure points in the poker tent. So, if we just head round onto this table, you can see what we're looking for. It is the Golden Medallion. And while we're here, have a look inside, and you should be able to pick up the card. There's some money on the left, which we can't grab, because unless you're ready for a gunfight, which you may be, but we don't have much of a gun, or many bullets. So, grab the wine for Broski, and then you should be good. So, there's some money if you want it, but that's up to you if you're up for a fight, huh? So, what we can do then, once we've got the golden medallion, we can just now head all the way back to Gina, again, using your journal. Which, of course, if you're watching this video, you would have done the Vatican, all the Vatican stuff. So you know how the journal works by now. So just go ahead and head your way back straight to Gina.
Found the medallion?
Of course. Any signs of Laura?
No, nothing. Oh, it worked. Wow.
Well, aren't we just fantastic right now? Right, so if you've already done a bit of exploring and went to the Gizeh village, you may or may not have already bought the lighter for 75 Egyptian bucks, which is, of course, a complete rip-off. If you haven't got the lighter, we can't go any further because now we've got to go all the way back to the Gizeh village, or there for the first time if you haven't gone there yet. So that's where we're off now. So again, open up your journal, follow the waypoint, get to Gizeh village to speak to a lady named Asthma. I don't think it's an attack. I think it's just genuine asthma. But yeah, so once you've spoken to Asthma, not the attack kind, you will be able to get the lighter, and then we can head back to Gina. That's pretty much the only reason why this field work is so long. It's a lot of running back and forth, which is always nice.
What riddles do you hold?
Now, I should point out that asthma reminds me of... Now, you know when we sort of go on holiday to places like Turkey and Greece, and, you know, they've got all the offers going on. Normally it's £70, but for you, bloody guy, I give it to you for £69.99. No, £70 one. No, F you. You're just like, sound, but you're so entranced by their sales pitch, you just buy it anyway. And then you get back to the hotel and realise it's all a fake. And you get pretty pissed off with yourself. Yes, the technique, the sales technique of Turkish people, Greek people, and basically wherever you go on holiday, nothing comes even close to how fantastic they are, in all fairness. They have a charm, and Asthma Attack has that same charm. Beautiful Vienna one, huh? £75 for a goddamn lighter. Well, that's what we got to do to proceed. The things we do for achievements, huh? Well, we know what games we've played for achievements. This is nothing compared to that. So, there we go. Grab the lighter. Again, if you've been exploring and everything, which you should have done, and done a bit of story mode, you should have more than enough for the lighter. So now, we can just head back to Gina in the Great Sphinx.
Can help the workers with this. Damn it. He's on to me.
Oh, you got a lighter?
Yep, bought this little fella at the market.
Well, I hope you didn't buy it from that lady with the monkey.
Yeah, no thanks to you, Gene. You could have easily just popped there for me. But never mind, it's alright, we're all good now. So, get some oil in your lamp, keep it burning. And then, now, obviously what'll happen here is this. Now, you'd think with Indiana being a very seasoned archaeologist and adventurer, you'd think he'd learn to, you know, be careful and take his time. But, well, you know, it's what he does best, bro. It's what he does best. So, whip yourself in, and then you're going to fall down, or sort of go down ever so slightly. Excuse me, until you can see a little hole we can nip our way in and then climb out of.
Yeah! Wait there! Huh?
From here, we can just go ahead and turn around. And, yep, just nip across and head through to the opposite side of the door. And go ahead and pull the chain here. There's nothing else in this room except to do. And then we can drop down and finally join Gina.
Come on, Strabo!
Hey, slow down, will ya?
Might as well be talking to the wall.
I may be a nuisance, Dr. Jones, but at least you can always count on me.
I'll keep that in mind.
Are these the Guardians?
So yes, we can go ahead and take a picture. Obviously, as I said, always worth doing. Get some adventure points going to upgrade Indy. Otherwise, he's going to be a weak, soft little man. So nip around. There is on the left-hand side an ancient artifact. If you want to go, an ancient relic. Sorry. So if you want to go and grab that, obviously because we need all 50 anyway. So that is all good, and then we can just continue on our way. Again, give me oil in your lamp, keep it burning, and we're coming up to the first sort of puzzle, the first fieldwork puzzle. Now, very annoyingly and unfortunately, my part of my part of my recording got cut here. But basically, all you're going to do with these lights, you're going to shine these two slightly over to the left, and then go to the opposite side where you're going to see some more mirrors. The left-hand side mirror you're going to put to the right at the bottom, and then the right-hand side mirror you're going to point it to the left, and then the golden mask here will pop out, and this whole cutscene will happen. So it's a very easy puzzle, but for some reason my recording completely went absolute haywire, so huge apologies about that. But yes, all you're doing then is putting the two mirrors slightly over, and then the other two mirrors to the opposite sides. It should be very easy where it's basically going to be shown anyway. But again, big apologies about that one. So, unfortunately, here, as you can see, Gina has, well, she's Jumanji'd us. Gina Jumanji has manjed us up.
I'm sorry.
Wonderful. How do we get out of here?
Righto, so a bunch of scorpions. Let's try not to get mashed up by them, huh? Right, so with the light first, wait until Gina turns around. If you do it too quick, she actually nips behind the stone throne and leaves you for dead. So as a glitch. So just wait until she turns around. Then we got to get out of here. Thank you for pointing out the obvious there. So whack open the chain. So the door. There's a whole bunch more scorpions, of course. So Gina will nip her way forward, and then we can just go ahead, press the left trigger in order to use your lighter on the torch. For some reason, I didn't get the memo, so I'm trying to sort of help myself to some of Gina's flame. Thank you. God damn it. So press the right trigger there to hit the scorpions away, and to the left side of the stone throne is a lever that we can pull.
Get out.
What happened? Is there an exit?
I doubt it.
Right, so what we'll do now, once you batter some of these scorpions away, we can grab one of the heavy weapons there, and we're just going to follow Gina until we can smash open the next wall.
Can we break that wall?
I'm sure gonna try.
Bam! Biceps for days! Right, whip your lighter back out, and we can burn the little piece of big hair right there. Again, press the left trigger to whip open your lighter on the top. Don't kick it away, damn it. And then again, we'll just follow Gina as she expertly squats her way through. And again, just give yourself a little right trigger to hit the scorpions. And apparently burn Gina's backside as you get up there. That must have pinched a bit. And here we are then at the next mirror puzzle. Now, first things first, what I will tell you, with this mirror, point it to the right-hand side door first. Take a picture here for some more adventure points. But it literally just saves an extra minute or so. But with this mirror, point it to the right-hand side door first, where the door won't open up. But the fieldwork will progress a little bit, and then do the left-hand side door. Again, it literally just saves a minute of mucking around, which I unfortunately did it the other way around, so I'm sorry.
Yeah, but the mirror's missing.
Let's try the other door now.
All right.
You broke it.
I broke it. Maybe they should have built it to last 1,000 years longer.
Maybe you can lift me up here? I can see if there is something we need behind that door. Okay, push.
You okay?
That wasn't so bad.
Need a light?
It's fine. There's some light coming in here. I found something in the rubble. It's another mirror.
Slide it under the door.
So, yeah, it was about 30 seconds of inconvenience there, which I apologize for. But anyway, Gina will finally give us the brass mirror. We can nip to the... yeah, this is why I said do it the opposite way that I done. Because now we've got to move the mirror all the way back to the left so the door will open. You see? You see what happens when you're a goddamn idiot? Sometimes this happens. But otherwise, apart from my idiocy, I hope that I entertain you. I know a lot of you think I'm cringe. The ones probably from, you know, America. They don't get British humour. But for those Americans that do enjoy British humour, welcome, welcome. Thanks, guys.
Where do we put it?
Right, so once you finally put the mirror in anyway, Gina will walk over to the big stone towery statue-y bit. So what we're going to do is just point the mirror towards Gina. That will open the door. Job Gina done.
Then I can reflect it towards that eye symbol on the statue. Look, the statue.
It's working. It's opening the door.
We did it!
We're not out of the woods just yet.
The Statue of Light is complete. Happy days. Right, so we can nip on through now into the next big room. Kind of pretty dark here, so we're going to put some oil in our lamp, keep it burning, and then continuing onwards. It's pretty linear path for the moment.
Watch your step. That hole. I think we are below the room where we came in.
So before heading through to the left, go just nip through to the room where we just got that last oil lamp praying thing and collect another ancient relic. Again, it just saves you a bit of time later on if you grab all the relics now. Or if not, then whatever, it's all you. So continuing on to the next room filled with scorpions. We're going to have to wait again just a few seconds here while Gina nips her way up.
Scorpions over there.
They don't like the light. See?
Oh, yes. Vediamo. A mirror. Come on, get me up there.
You alright?
Okay, so once that's done then, Gina will now take charge of the light. So what we can do is just head across and then jump up. Where we'll just have to shimmy across to the right.
What is that?
Scorpions on the ledge.
Now, when we swing our way down to the right, what you're supposed to do is just wait here and then slowly go across with Gina. But it's probably just easier to just jump and nip your way across. You'll lose a tiny bit of health, but meh. Can't be arsed waiting around for too long. So, yeah. No thanks to you, Gina. Have that whip around your neck. Okay, no, don't. No, that's right. I'm sorry, Gina. But I did just get stung in the butt by scorpions. So, you know, we're all even now. Right, so again, continuing on the linear path. Can be kind of dark in this area, I do apologise, but up the steps. And this is where we are going to get our next Steely. There are, of course, just like in the Vatican with the 10 inscriptions, there are 10 of these Steelies which we can grab. And again, which we can grab a lot easier with a collectibles guide map as well. So, yeah, nice and easy for those ones. So, from Gina, turn to the right, or from the Steely, turn to the right. Some more scorpions here. You might just be able to nip straight across. They all nip off once you get your lighter out, which is all good. And then continuing on up the steps. And that's the end of that chapter. Hello, Yahtzee. Ding, 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 ding. Yes, that is done. Now we are back at the beginning where we first found Gina. So what we'll do is just head back up to the outside. And that will complete Sanctuary of the Guardians after this short cutscene.
Dai, muoviti, strambo!
I'm trying.
That was fun, Dr. Jones.
You mean almost dying? A real riot.
You know what I mean. I can see why you like hunting treasures from the past.
Well, maybe I'm just trying to set things right. You know what? Take this back to the wall. Tell her she can put it in her museum.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
You're good at this, Dr. Jones. Bringing you alone was such a great idea.
Bringing me along.
Yes, Strambo.
You brought me along.
I did it. I'm a genius.
They treated these guardians like nobles. Why?
And through the light of God himself, he says, have an achievement, Gaz. Thank you. Thank you very much. Right. Oh, so what we are going to do now So as you continue with the main quest called the Idol of Ra, it'll ask you to collect 4 Steelies. Now, one may appear on the map, and this is where we will start the next fieldwork. But we're not going to actually be able to complete this next fieldwork. But this is on the sort of northern part of the map, so more towards the bottom. So again, as you're doing the Idol of Ra, there will be 4 or 5 locations marked out for you. There'll be 2 at the top, sort of one on the left hand, well, 2 at the top and 2 at the bottom. The one at the sort of very bottom of the map, this is where you will find Omar. Again, it doesn't matter if you go and grab the other Steelies first for Dame Noir and come back to Omar later. Either way, it will still be marked on your map, so you'll come back to him later on anyway. But you'll have a little conversation with him, inspect this thing right here, collect a few things, and the next field work will start. But again, we are not going to be doing this next field work yet because we don't have the Wermacht uniform.
On her deathbed, the servant revealed a secret followed. The Queen Mother into her grave. The tomb was excavated in 32.
But the secret was never found. The Germans have been searching, but the dig is on hold after a recent setback. No one gets down to the tomb. Whatever is down there, it must be kept out of the hands of the Germans.
I'll see what I can do about that, Professor.
Thank you, Indiana. And whatever you find, bring it to Noel.
Livibeau, Napoleon's right-hand man during the Egyptian campaign.
Go now, Indiana, while the digger's on hold.
In all fairness, I did kind of find that one by accident first. But anyway, as you continue through the main story, you can only get the Wehrmacht uniform after you have infiltrated and escaped the Nazi compound. So that's after the Idol of Ra. So once you have done the main story, you will end up outside of here. And you will find this. This is just by the train track, so quite close to the Gizeh village. If you're wondering where it is. But, of course, we are cracking on with the main story. So you go around the back of this tower. We're going to shimmy our way all the way around, where there's going to be one Nazi patrolling inside. Now, you may be able to give him a little sneaky stealth attack, or it's probably easier just to beat the crap out of him. Again, in terms of, like, I will always show you where to get specific uniforms in these videos, just because, again, it's obviously easier than trying to, than you trying to obviously figure it out if you can't find it or whatever. And I will always tell you if it's better to progress with the story first. And as I said, this is the only way we can really get this, is by progressing the story. So escape the Nazi compound, come up here, beat this guard up, drop down, and right now is the disguise uniform we've all been waiting for, the Wehrmacht uniform, which gives us a Wehrmacht key, the Wehrmacht gun, and of course the uniform. So once you grab the uniform, we can now actually just begin pretty much straight away with the Fieldworks. The next set of fieldworks. So go back to where Omar was, which again was sort of the northern part of the map. And we're going to head into some pits. Now, remember to make sure that you got your Wehrmacht uniform on. Once you have that gone, we can now zipline our way down. Now, these next two fieldworks are quite short. They're only about 10 minutes or so long, which is always nice. Not nearly as much as running around as the first one, which is even sloisy and noisy. Once you drop down, follow the blue cables. And then just continue on down where you're going to see this big, chunky elevator. There he is, and just one little singular guard looking at the elevator for some reason. But, of course, as is the usuals in video games, nothing works first time. Of course. So, first of all, follow the blue electrical cable to the left. And then from here, we'll take a right. Now, obviously, it'll tell you, it looks like you're going to go to the left, but we're going to go to the right. And there's a couple of pieces of bread there and some Egyptian coins. Again, try to grab as many pounds as you can on your way through in order to buy all of the collectible books, the collectible map guides and everything. But into this next room, use the lever, zap it up, kill these two guards. Sorry about that, guys. I just didn't see her. It's my first day. Grab a medicine bottle here for your troubles as well. Nip into the left room here. There is going to be a guard, but again, we've got the Wehrmacht uniform, so no worries.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag, dear. Guten Tag. Nice gun. And then jump into the water and continue on through the water. Get yourself up before you drown a drownable death. You can already hear the Sonic music, can't you? Except we didn't drown this time. So, nip your way in to the left and into this old big room again. What we're going to do, we'll drop down, obviously. Yeah, good mate, all good. We're going to climb up to the scaffolding here on the right-hand side where we can find the lever that we can pick. Or press, or push down. So that is one done. So we'll just nip across now to the other side. drop down again and head through the next jail door. Or the looking like a jail door. Granted me. God damn it. Head to the right. And we are here back at the outside. So that's one done. Now we are going to follow the red cable. So follow the red cable into this room. We're going to head down to the right. And obviously down the right again through the linear path. Can't get through there. So just continue on downwards. We're not going to be needing TNT. So let's head into this big room. Maybe it looks like we've got lots of stuff to do, but we're just going to continue heading straight on. So head straight, and we're going to climb up the bit of big scaffolding up right here. There it is. And then straight up these stairs again. What we're going to do, we're going to need to turn the light on here. I'm not sure if the guard will be annoyed at you from turning on the lights. So just going to wait until he sort of turns away right there, and then I'll switch it on. I mean, whichever way, he can't get too annoyed because it's not a ghost that's just done that, is it? So you can go ahead, take a picture there, but we do need the light on anyway. A bit more fruit there and something to smash open with. Again, Egypt is a lot more expensive than the Vatican, so if you are needing some money, you can go ahead and grab some right now. Just make sure old matey there wasn't watching, that's all. We're going to need a lot of money for later on. Not for the fieldworks though, so don't worry about that. Anyway, head to the right, and we can now swing our way over. Whee! Fantastic. Climb up to the right. Again, always just having a look. Always worth just grabbing some bread. Plenty of fruit and bread in this game. Definitely not stale. Which is nice. So if we have a look to the left, you can find some more bread. You can find 20 more Egyptian pounds. And you can find another note here, the radiogram transcript. So now we can just head on straight through to the jail cell looking door. With the key, which is handily left there for us. And now we are basically, well, we're all good. We have now fixed the elevator, so we're just going to nip on down. We're going to pull the lever, go down.
Zeus. Heil Hitler!
So, here we only have sort of one more big puzzle. Well, I'll say big puzzle. It's still quite a small puzzle, but it is one more puzzle left to do before we go back to Omar and complete this field work. First of all, onto the left table here, you can find a document, some money, and we can find a big snake stone glyph. Now, you just have to put 3 of these glyphs in a particular order. So, for the snake one, we are going to put it right in the middle. And again, you can take a picture here of the mural puzzle as well, if you so particularly wishing. Right in front of us again on the floor is the next stone glyph, the bird. We're going to pop that on the top. And then if we turn around... Ooh, look at that. Well, it'd be rude not to steal £100 more, wouldn't it? But grab that, and then if we head up towards the exit, turn to the left, you can see the final stone glyph, the whale... That is a whale, right? My eyes aren't thus deceiving... No, it's a fish. My eyes are deceiving me. Right, so that'll open up the way. Oh, well, it'll show us the way of where to go. Don't think we really needed the stone glyph to see that, in all fairness. But that's okay. We'll grab a hammer, smash our way in, nip through, and this is where we can find the next Steely. Is it Steel or Steely? I think it's Steely, isn't it? But anyway, we can take a picture again while we're here of the hidden chamber. Here it is. Come in. Come in. Come in. No, seriously now. Okay, there we go. Just get up nice and close to it. There we go. Tidy. Grab the steely. It's light. And then it is a simple case of... There's going to be 2 guards here. I'm not sure again. They already go ahead of you. So I do stealth here just to be a little bit careful. Otherwise, we can head back up to the elevator and then back up to Omar to finish this next field work.
Greetings, Professor.
Hello,
Did you
Professor.
find anything in the dig, Indiana?
A stone steely with a riddle. Maybe a clue to something. Hidden underneath the pyramid of King Khufu.
You did? Amazing. You should bring it to Noelle. She'll keep it safe.
And that is the secret of the Queen Mother. And that is the field work done. So that is 2 out of 3. So let's go for the 3rd one. So what we have to do before we can get the next field work to begin, we actually have to go back to the Gizeh's work area. Now, remember, this is after we've escaped the Nazi compound, of course, grab the Wehrmacht uniform. So that, again, this is basically after you've escaped the Nazi compound. When you come back here to speak to Dame Noelle, she will then tell us about a rambling old Englishman. There's plenty of those in our time, isn't it? Especially the one, everything's woke, go broke. Black people and gays means everything's woke. That's a rambling old Englishman these days, isn't it? Which is a damn shame. Newsflash, there were black people and there were also a lot of gay people long before social media, which will rile a lot of people up, I know. Anyway, so after we come back to the tent, there you go, Gina will sit down, and finally, Dame Noelle will talk to us about the English archaeologist. So, once we've done that, we can go ahead, find the sign, or the lamppost sign, in order to go back to the Gizeh village, and right in the middle is where you will find, ta-da! Oh, old matey Professor Savage.
Professor Savage.
And again, he only appears after you've spoken to Dame Noelle in the tent.
After the dig was shut down, Father Ventura introduced me to Herr Voss, a quite charming man in need of my expertise.
Boss. Charming.
He was frightfully kind to me and Sydney at first. Too kind in hindsight, I admit. You see, we were invited on an excavation and then brought here to assist him. When I kicked up a fuss about their destructive methods, I was tossed out into the desert. Blasted nincompoops. And poor Sydney is stuck with them.
I take it you want me to rescue Sydney?
Oh, would you? His mother will throttle me if anything happens to him.
Where is he?
I was escorted away before I could find him, and now they won't let me in. You could try looking in the detention center.
And because he's a goddamn dope, we've got to go and find, what's his name? Stephen, Shirley, that guy again. I forget his name. So, for now, it is just a case of, as I said, weapon up your journal and following the waypoint. And it is following the right-hand side of these train tracks. And again, the reason that we are doing that is because we're going to climb up this little bit of ramp here, and we're going to go underneath Again, as long as you've got your Wermacht uniform on, no guards will bother you at all unless you see a captain or unless, one gets stolen from yous. A couple of nice couple of Wehrmacht bullets right here. So go ahead, grab some bread, whatever you want from this room. Go into the next room. This is the room. If you've obviously when you went through the story, this is the room with the dead big giant and the best fighting scene in gaming history. And then we can just head to the right. Grab a little note here. And if we go into the room on the right again. Stephen, Shirley, Sydney, that's the bugger. Sydney's letter. Sydney's not there, but a letter is. So what we'll do, we have to go and find Sydney, not Shirley, Sydney. So what we'll do now is head back the way we came, basically head back underneath the train tracks and out to the main area. So, here we are then at the Khost excavation site. Now, in this area, on the table where that guard is sitting at, there is a letter which we need to pick up, which will tell us where Sydney is, and he is in area A1. What I accidentally ended up doing here was I got caught stealing some money. There's a radio frequency there for Gina as well to pick up, so make sure to grab that and a medicine bottle. But yeah, so I'm about to get into a big, massive fight. Yeah, but basically on that table, in the main area, on the table, there is a letter which will tell us where Sydney is. So we're going to have to pick that one up. Me being silly. So again, still in the same area, but let's just go ahead and pick up the journal page, Kaens' journal. So from here, we need to find the area marked A1. So come out of here, slightly left, and then up these steps. So slightly left out of the tent, up the steps. And here is A1. That's what we're looking for. So just, sprint in if you were as silly as me and got caught trying to steal some stuff. Whip your way across. Down. Whip your way down. And a cutscene's going to happen where we find Sydney Shirley.
Hey. Hey, kid, wake up.
What? I wasn't sleeping, Professor Savage. I swear. Where am I, sir?
You fell down a shaft, kid. Come on, get up. How are you feeling?
My head hurts.
You're lucky you didn't break a leg. Come on, follow me.
Do I know you, sir?
Yeah, kid, the Vatican.
Right, so this, we're effectively done now. There's nothing else really to do. We're going to take a picture here of the Adamic tablet. And then we can just pick up the weapon, whack our way through. Now, a couple of enemies will appear. But again, you've got your uniform on, your Wehrmacht, so you should be absolutely fine. They won't bother with Sydney either. So it is literally just a case of walking up and walking through. There's only one real linear path that we can go through.
Sir, is this the right way?
Find out soon enough.
Bräuchte man, auf die höchste Pyramide zu klettern.
I think it's a dead end.
Go on, kid. Head to the village. That's where you'll find the professor.
I know the way from here, sir. Thank you ever so much.
You're welcome, kid. I should check in on Savage later. Make sure Sydney made it back all right.
And so even though he got completely lost first of all, he can now apparently find his way out of here and straight through to Professor Sauvage. Alright? Happy days, mate. So we're going to continue on straight. There will be an enemy just patrolling here, but we should have enough time to steal a medicine bottle on this table again. Again, there are 25. Remember, there's 15 in the Vatican. There's 25 medical bottles in Gizeh, so that's always a hell of a nice find and a nice grind. But from here, then, it is literally just a case of heading back to Gizeh village and speaking to Professor Savage and completing the 3rd out of 3 finale. Oh yeah, luckily for us, everyone stopped remembering that I stole that $100 right there, so that's all good. But yes, so heading back to Gizeh village, speaking to Professor Savage, this is going to end the 3rd out of 3 fieldworks for Gizeh, and then we only have 3 more fieldworks left to do, and that will be in the next area. Oh, god damn it, Captain. Not Paducah, that's in America somewhere. You know, that place. Anyway, let's just head back towards Professor Sauvage.
Damn, need to get away.
Oh, Sukhothai. That's where we're going next. After Gizeh, of course, Sukhothai. That's where we're off. So, once we get there, there will be a cutscene. The achievement should unlock, and that will be done. So, thank you so much for watching. Again, guys and gals, I really hope you're enjoying the game so far, and I really hope that the guides are helping as well. I hope this one did too. Thank you so much for watching again. Big shout out, as always, to my Patreon supporters and YouTube members and anyone who interacts with me on the daily. Don't forget again to check out my true crime/gaming podcast called Gaming's Darker Side. You can get that wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, Apple Music, etc. And find me and follow me on YouTube as well. But thank you so much. I'll see you in the next indie guide, guys and gals. Big love.
Pyramids.
Mind if I keep this? I have a friend who can get it to the museum in Cairo.
Well, it was the boy who found it. I'd say it's up to him.
Of course, sir. Take it. It don't belong to me anyway.
You're a good boy, Sydney. I fear I should never have brought you with me. Archaeology isn't usually this dangerous, you know.
Actually, sir, this is the most fun I've ever had.
Oh, really? Well, don't tell your mother, all right?
Of course, sir.
With that attitude, you'd make a great archaeologist.
Like Professor Indiana Jones, sir, at that college in Connecticut.
Indiana Jones? Sydney, he's not a real archaeologist. Your mother will see me hanged if you end up like that swashbuckling Gasconada.
My advice? Don't let go of your dreams, kid.
Thank you, sir.
right, another Steely for the museum. Worth getting a picture. Perfect. Thank you.
Heavens above!
Hello, sir.